If you watch this video to the end, you're gonna walk away being able to get way more done in way less time, because these are proven frameworks that I use on a day-to-day basis that have got me to where I am today. So guys, these are all things that I have picked up along the way on my entrepreneurship journey. And I want you guys to really understand this one concept, and that's 0.001% of your thoughts are original, meaning most of what you learn are learned from other people. You learn these behaviors from people in your life, like your parents or your teachers or any role model you may have. So understand that typically you shouldn't be attached to your own ideas, and you should always be open to kind of swapping out previous beliefs for new beliefs. So these 3 quick little hacks are actually going to be able to help you have a more clear mind and be more effective when you are working. So these 3 things are really, really important for anybody trying to run a business, trying to make more money, because if you can get more done in less time, you're going to be able to outpace your competition. And at the end of the day, starting a business is the most competitive sport in the world. So you need to be making sure that you are stacking the deck in your favor. Now guys, just like I said, that 0.001% of thoughts are original thoughts. Most of what I'm talking about today are things that I actually learned from people like Sam Ovens, Alex Becker's early videos, and many others, and have actually implemented over the last 3 years to be able to get to where I am today. And so I've firsthand learned these from somebody else, practiced them for 3 years, and now have actually gotten amazing results. So I can be a great testimonial that this is actually true. I'm sharing this video basically for my 18-year-old self, so hopefully other people that are out there on the same journey could actually skip these mistakes and achieve success much more quickly. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the 3 ways you can get more done in less time. Okay, so the very first concept, and this is one where I directly learned from Sam Ovens. If you guys don't know who Sam Ovens is, he has amazing content that really breaks things down very simply, but very logically, that make a lot of sense. And this one is to make less decisions, aka make decisions ahead of time. So when you're in the thick of your work, you don't have to constantly be thinking about little things. So what we mean by this is just making a decision today that you're actually going to be able to avoid having to make multiple decisions throughout the week. So first things first, if you ever see my videos, I pretty much always wear just a plain black shirt. I'm wearing white today. I'm actually switching it to white these days, but in reality, I just wear the same black shirt every single day. This is something that Mark Zuckerberg has famously done, and many other entrepreneurs that I know do, because every single day, if you have to wake up and the first thing you have to decide is what outfit am I going to wear? What piece am I going to put with my pants? What's clean? What's dirty? That's 10 minutes of thought where you actually have to go through and cloud your consciousness with unnecessary decisions, where if I'm wearing a black shirt, I have the same 7 black shirts every single day. I know exactly what I'm going to wear. I don't even have to think about it. Another one is going to be your meals. Maybe meal prepping, or at least kind of laying out specifically, I'm gonna have chicken and rice for lunch, I'm gonna eat this for dinner. And then that way, if you make these decisions on Sundays, you're gonna know for the next 5 days exactly what you're eating, so you don't have to constantly contemplate what DoorDash you're gonna get or what restaurant you're gonna go to. You just know exactly what you're gonna eat. And so these are just a few examples. Of course, you can go more specifically, like what time you're gonna dedicate to learning, what time you're gonna go to bed. You can actually schedule things out, but the whole goal of an entrepreneur, and once you get to a certain level of success, you're very busy, you're constantly bombarded with information and choices. And so if you can focus on eliminating the decisions you have to make, especially the simple ones, you're going to be much more effective, because you're not spending 5-10 minutes where you could actually be in a flow state thinking about problems thoroughly, in depth, that actually matter and are going to move you forward. So that's number 1 on how you can get more done in less time, is make decisions for your future self ahead of time, and that way you're making less decisions on a day-to-day basis. Now, this is actually going to piggyback on what I was talking about by choosing your food, and that's actually going to be eating a high protein, low carb diet. So I want to preface this with everybody's body is different. You should constantly be treating your diet like a split test and actually monitoring how you're feeling after you eat. Typically, the first hour after you eat, no matter what, you're digesting, and so your body's exerting energy to actually create more energy, and that's going to make you tired. So I usually just like to do meetings or low mental work right after I eat that first hour, but more importantly, it's what you eat. So for me, if I want to get the most done, have the most energy, and be as mentally clear as possible, which is absolutely critical in business, it's all about stacking the deck in your favor, making sure you're optimizing your body to be at its best at all times. I'm just going to eat a chicken breast with maybe a bag of chips, or typically white rice. So very simple, very easy to think about. I throw a chicken breast in the air fryer, I go shower, go do something, come back, it's ready, and then I'll cook a microwave white rice or just a bag of chips. So I am personally not someone that's going to go deep into like all of the different nutrients, get vegetables and all this stuff. I typically just like 35 grams of protein, which is basically a chicken breast, and then less carbs than that. If I have less carbs than I have protein, I am always going to digest that more quickly, and I'm going to feel way better, much more quickly. So that's kind of how I focus on my diet. Again, this is going to be a split test. Pretty much every morning I will eat oatmeal and eggs. This is what bodybuilders eat, and this digests very, very quickly. And again, I have sustained energy for 3 hours. So I really only eat 2 meals a day if I'm really trying to be the most productive I can be, because again, eating, digestion makes me very, very tired, and I try to avoid that. So I get what I need. If I'm in a very busy week where I have a sprint to hit a goal and I'm working 60, 80 hours that week, these are things that I'm going to be putting into heavy consideration when I'm trying to get more done in the limited time that I have. So guys, those are 2 quick life hacks that I use to get more done in less time. And if you guys want to see what I do on a day-to-day basis, I'm actually going to start sharing that on my Instagram story. So make sure to go follow me on Instagram at thebrettway.eth. Big disclaimer, there's a lot of fake accounts of me out there. It's thebrettway.eth. Make sure that you follow the right one, and I will never DM you selling you some Bitcoin course or ever trying to sell you anything in the Instagram DMs. Just a quick heads up. But if you want to see what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, I'm going to start sharing and explaining it on my Instagram stories. So go follow me over there. But guys, since we're all about getting more done in less time, I want to keep this quick. Let's get on to the third way to get more done in less time. Guys, the third one is going to sound cliche, and I heard a lot of people talking about this and thought it was super overrated until I started trying it myself. But I really want to break down why this is important, what the core objective actually is, and how I actually practice it. And that's going to be meditation. So you hear meditation all the time, and that's not a coincidence why the top people in the world are doing and practicing meditation. When you are at a high level in business or in life, you constantly have hundreds of people emailing you, DMing you, all this information coming in and all these fires. And so you have so much going on in your mind, it's very hard to think deeply and linearly about a specific problem. And so you end up not getting much done, but thinking about a lot, and it gets really distracting. And so the whole point of meditation for me is to really just get that chatter out of my mind. So in the morning when I wake up, I basically have 7 different things. I looked at my phone, I have anxiety, there's 17 different things I need to tackle today, and I can't really pick what I need to focus on. And so the best thing I have found is actually literally just sitting there for 20 minutes and just doing nothing with my eyes closed. I'm not listening to music. I'm not doing a guided meditation. I'm literally just sitting there with my eyes closed and just thinking. And what you'll find is after 10 to 15 minutes, your mind is going to go in crazy different directions. You're going to go think about what you can do with your friends today. You're going to think about what you need to do for business. You're going to think about that big current event in politics, whatever it is. Your mind's going to go a million miles a minute. But after about 10 to 15 minutes, that chatter, you run out of things to think about. And so you're literally just sitting there with nothingness. And what you're going to see is after that 20 minutes, once you get through all that chatter isn't nearly as persistent throughout your day-to-day basis. And so when you're sitting down on your computer, you're actually just much more laser focused on what the task is at hand. And so if you have a very clear to-do list, you did that 20 minutes of meditation, the chatter's gone, you can just start breezing through it because you're not constantly distracted with these thoughts you haven't thought about today. When you have all of these thoughts that come every morning, all this anxiety with your phone and work and whatever it may be, if you actually get those out of the way in that 20 minutes of meditation, you're much more likely to be clear and effective when you're at work and on a computer. Try it out. Again, guys, you don't need to be in some crazy yoga room with your hands up like this. I personally just like to go on our pool at my apartment complex, put on my noise canceling headphones with some nice, pleasant meditation music, and just sit in the pool for 20 minutes with my eyes closed. And at the end of the day, it's not that deep. It's whatever works for you. Try this out for yourself, what you're comfortable with, but don't overthink it. And always just try to ease into these, guys. Don't feel like you need to go all in on all 3 of these at once. Maybe just think about the next 2 meals that you're going to cook. Maybe just try to meditate for 10 minutes and see what it's like, and then try different types of meditation. For me, I treat every single day like a split test and a combination of different activities and I guess foods or substances to see what I'm optimally at my best. Right now, I typically wake up, brush my teeth, drink a quick cup of coffee, drink a cup of water, then go up to the pool, do my meditation, read a book for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to start my day. It actually allows me to get some of my own time, collect my thoughts, and then tackle my day. And then that's when I'm going to start thinking about eating oatmeal, eating the chicken, and then I'm going to shower while I'm digesting, and then I'm going to put my black or now my white t-shirts on and start my day. So guys, those are the 3 things that I do to get more done in less time. If those were helpful and these actually seem like they may work for you, if you could hit the like button, I would really appreciate that. And even just share this with a friend or share this with a business partner so you guys can all be more effective together. The most important thing about anybody's journey in life to be successful is to be around people that are bettering you. So set that standard in your friend group and you're going to be the change you want to see in the world. But guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you guys could actually leave a comment on what you've done to get more done in less time, that'd be really nice to see as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day as well, and I'll see you in the next one.